Hello and a very warm welcome to our postgraduate study webinar focusing on the Masters in International Business and its various pathways. This course is delivered from Ulster University Magee campus and has been running for over 25 years and is a well-established programme serving part-time students, whether they have been working, looking to return to study, looking to develop their career. We have all sorts of reasons for part-time students studying these programs and who have gone on to have very successful careers and outcomes as a result. So my name is Edale Griffin and I am the course director for the MSc International Business Programs alongside my colleague Dr. Caroline Morrison. Our details will be available at the end of this webinar if you have any further questions or queries, but I do hope that the webinar will provide you with enough information about the course to help you decide if this is the right pathway for you. Okay, so today, as I say, we're looking at the MSc International Business Programs based at the Magee campus. So we have a long track record in delivering part-time and executive level education, particularly towards part-time students from the Magee campus. We're very, very aware of the needs to upskill and to develop skills, particularly around the areas of international business, management, strategy, all of that. These are all core areas that are covered in these courses, and it's a great pathway to launch your career and also to move your career forward to the next level. So in terms of our program suite, we have the MSc International Business program, the MSc International Business with Data Analytics program, and the MSc International Business with HRM. So the data analytics focus or specialism came as a result of just engagement with employers and also with people looking to gain more skills in that area. We are living in this world of data and how to actually analyze it and read reports and make sense of data to, I suppose, manipulate that or generate that into reports is a very important skill, particularly at a management level. So that is something that this course will focus on and support you with. And as well as that, talent management, people management is so important. And our focus on HRM has been as well another addition to our program suite, where we look at the whole area of how we manage and bring forward our talent within organizations. And this is suited to not only large people working in large businesses, but also for our SME sector as well, in terms of how do we develop our businesses and grow our businesses and as well bring forward our talent in that regard. So that is, I suppose, two key developments that we have recently made with the program, with very successful results as well in terms of recruitment. So these are two programs that you will be learning with a specific cohort within the overall program as well. Okay, so the programs themselves in terms of part-time, we deliver them in two modes to suit your particular needs. So number one, you can come to the campus. So some students on our part-time and learners prefer to come into class and have that designated day out of work to focus on their studies and be directed in their learning within a classroom environment. So that is available. So what we try to encourage part-time students is that we take one day a week in terms of that. And we have the modules scheduled in a way that will allow you to do that. So rather than have to come in twice a week, I would encourage you to come in, one time, once a week, if you're going down that route. Then for other students who maybe have a lot of family commitments, maybe have caring responsibilities, and maybe just find it's not going to be easy to get from my workplace onto campus for that particular day, then the distance learning option is available to you. And that means that when you work with our timetable, so you work along with the schedule that our modules are running, you can access the module material. They'll be available to you online 24/7. And obviously then, you'll have lecturing support in that also as you go along with your modules. So very flexible. So we have a range of people who travel in from workplaces all over the Northwest and also beyond from throughout Northern Ireland as well to a part-time mode of learning onto campus. And also nationally and internationally who log into a part-time distance learning mode of the program as well. So there's plenty of options there for you to suit your needs. Okay, so I suppose the benefits of studying at Ulster University as well. So we have a huge alumni all over the world, so 200,000 alumni all over the world. And I suppose Ulster University has been delivering education across Northern Ireland and beyond, also to learners as well. So we have excellent conversion courses for you if you want to change career. And that may be very important as a part-time learner. Maybe you're working in a particular role or particular position, and you think, okay, well, I want to move my career. Perhaps I've an engineering background, or perhaps I've got a background, maybe that's a non-business background. Well, the MSc in International Business can allow you then to convert and move across into the business world. And we start at the fundamentals of business with that lens of international business. Which is a really, we will take you on a staged approach through your learning in that regard. So it's been a very good course to help you, develop your career and take those next steps forward. Other benefits of studying at UU, well, it's obviously very important to get a competitive edge in employment, and the quality of UU courses are recognised for not only their academic standing, but also the practical application and work-based experiential learning that we really thrive on at Ulster University, particularly here in the Northwest as well. We're really keen to work not only with, our employers, the community sector. We want to be there to serve the needs of our, of our region, and that's a key focus as well. So it's really important to, I suppose, that we develop our courses in line with our employers' needs as well, to ensure that skills are there, to ensure that our region also is delivering from, the economic development potential. Also, personal fulfillment. Studying at master's level is, there is a commitment to it, but it does give you a personal fulfillment. And I really have never met anyone who regrets doing a master's. It is a challenging course. You're expected to be an independent learner, but it gives you those skills within a guided and supportive environment to take your, I suppose, your experience, perhaps, maybe if you haven't been to university as such before, but also to validate all that experience as well in the form of a master's qualification. So it's very important in that regard. We also have a team of fantastic academics on the course. So we have a lot of active researchers who have been very successful in the recent REF exercise, and also we have a lot of academics who are very engaged in business, working hand in hand with business to bring, I suppose, current thinking in research, but also current thinking in business back into the university as well. So you are taught by experts across the academic field. It's a very supportive study environment, and from the McGee campus, I would have to say that is something that we excel in terms of our well-being and support that we provide to our students, because it's so important to get you onto the right pathway for learning. Once you have that foundations of learning and the building blocks there to help you with your academic writing, then students thrive, and we take great care in supporting our students in that regard. Also, we try to provide academic and aligned professional qualifications as well, and you will find out as well with great links with industry bodies and also employers. So what's the quantifiable benefits of studying at postgraduate level? Well, I suppose in the pay packet, the extra average amount of a postgraduate earns is £7,000 compared to other graduate colleagues. Again, postgraduates are 21% more likely to be in high-skilled employment. It helps increase your earning, and also, to just give you that little bit of edge and to shape your career further and specialize you further as well. So the sources of that information there are also listed. So in terms of our study, we offer a wide range of options from part-time, certificate, diploma, and master's level. So you can come in to the master's program and, you can exit with a postgrad certificate in international business. We have another exit point at postgrad diploma in international business. So if you come in to learn with us, there are exit points, and you can then come back then at a time that suits you. So we have very flexible modes of study. So as we say, we do our traditional academic full-time, we have our part-time, and also our distance learning. And again, we offer certs, diplomas, and master's qualifications. Again, I mentioned industry recognition. So as I say, we work with a broad range of industry networks. So in terms of, our accounting professionals, marketing, all of that there. For the international business programs, we work with the Institute of Export and International Trade, and that's very important to have their views on board. So in terms of applying to Ulster University, how do you go about doing that? Well, if you want to apply for courses, you go online to ulster.ac.uk. There's no official closing date for most courses, but for the MSc International Business, just to note, we have intakes in September and January. As a course director, I would advise you, if you're thinking about September, well, try and apply by the end of August if you can, because the course inductions start mid-September. So just to get your mind ready for that, and thinking about just the practicalities of, if you're working or if you have childcare responsibilities or caring responsibilities and so on, I would apply by August to ensure then that your place is guaranteed, and to enable you to start then. For January admissions as well, again, I would advise admissions for around the start of January, with them thinking about a mid-January start. So we will have a really fantastic induction, 2-day induction for the course, and then the following week then we'll start our learning. So once you do start the course, we do hit the ground running as well. So I suppose that wee bit of time to prepare in advance is always important to do that. So course places are limited, so do apply early. And as I say, for September, please apply by the end of August. And January, again, I would apply really by the first week in January if you can. You can apply for multiple courses or on separate applications as well. And make sure you fully complete the application. And if in doubt, contact us. Our admissions department are really happy to help. Again, looking at fees and finance. So postgraduate courses start from 6,410, and our MSc International Business course falls into that category. Now, each year there's an incremental rise in fees. It's linked to inflation, and our fees page on our website will update you on all of that. We offer flexible payment options. If you have been a student at Ulster University, then there is a 10% alumni discount that you can avail of. And again, if you want to pay your fees up front, which a number of students do, there is a 5% discount for upfront payment, which is also a benefit. And again, there are loans of up to £5,500 available, but please just check with fees on those details for further information. Okay, so why study international business at Ulster University? Well, the big thing I would say, particularly at McGee, is first and foremost, you're going to join our community of learners at the McGee campus. I mentioned before, we have a very experienced academic team and research and practitioner-led team, which I suppose has spent many years researching and working across international business subjects, and also looking at those subjects like leadership, management, marketing, finance, all of those subjects, but you will be looking at it with that international lens. We look at it not only from the view of large multinational companies, which is very important, but also looking at the growth companies, the SMEs, the export-led companies as well. So there's two kind of ways of looking at it. You learn from peers from all around the globe. And I have to say that our international business course is truly international. So we have students at the moment from most continents coming together to learn together. And that is a fantastic learning opportunity, not only to learn about other cultures and ways of doing things, but also just to learn about, I suppose, how business and management is approached and considered in other countries. And that opens up a fantastic forum for really in-depth and informative discussions as well, using the theories and models that we look at and various research from around the world. So it's a very informative learning environment. We provide flexible block learning. So our mode of learning is for part-time. In each semester you will take 2 modules. One module will be taught week 1 to 6, and then the following module will take place weeks 7 to 12. So that allows you to focus on one module at a time. So each semester you will submit 2 modules. So coursework is all kind of coursework based. There's no exams. So again, it allows you to learn as you go along, and we would encourage that. So from week 1, really, you're thinking about how do I learn, how do I approach my coursework and that. So that's very important. And we do that in a supported way as well to ensure then that as you go along, when we talk about the theories and concepts, how they fit in and relate to the coursework that you have to do. With excellent student support, so we have academic supports, or library support, student wellbeing, or student union. There's so many supports there, as well as, I should say, our strong industry links as well. Okay, so going on to what will you learn? So really we're looking at managing practice and perspectives from the international lens of business. So by doing business international. Here you'll focus on people and resources, marketing and sales, finance, policy, strategy, and also, as I say, some of you may focus on the likes of data analytics. So in terms of the breakdown, so if you're going to take the pathway, the MSc International Business pathway only, part-time, we have a number of semesters there. We have an autumn semester and a spring semester, and you can see here I have divided by year 1 and year 2. So in year 1 you will take 2 modules for the autumn semester. So the first being Global Business and Context, that's the introductory level module, and International Finance. In the spring semester then you will move to International HRM and International Entrepreneurship, with the summer being free. That's actually should be semester 3. Okay, so then year 2 then, Global Marketing and Sales Development and the Digital Landscape, and then we have Global Strategy, Development and Implementation, International Business Research Skills, and then we have our dissertation or applied research project. And again, that is taught then 24 months part-time using campus delivery. If you need to take 2 semesters for your dissertation, then you will submit that for January of that, that kind of following year. So again, you can start your dissertation in June of your year 2, or you can start in September. It depends on what suits you in terms of your workload as well. Okay, so we have our semester, so autumn, spring, summer, and then year 1, year 2. So hopefully that will give you an idea. Moving on then to the MSc International Business with Data Analytics, again year 1, year 2. So here again, similar modules. The only change here is you will study analytics for international business instead of international HRM. And then in year 2, your modules will be the same. So global marketing, sales development, the digital landscape, global strategy development and implementation, and international business research skills. Moving then on to your dissertation. So again, it can take 24 months or part-time, or it can take up to 36 months. It just depends on your own schedule. And again, it suits, we work with you to suit your learning needs. So just, it's flexible, that's the key thing. And then on to the HRM, so year 1, autumn, spring, summer. So again, global business and context, international business, international finance, international HRM, and international entrepreneurship. And the change here being in year 2, you will take managing and leading people in international organizations in the place of the digital landscape. And again, global strategy development and implementation and international business research skills. Moving on then to your dissertation over the summer and autumn semesters as suits. Okay, so that gives you an idea of the modules. And as I say, you can take longer if required. Okay, so how will you be taught? So part-time students normally complete 2 modules in each semester. Semesters consist of a 12-week teaching period. 2 modules are delivered in 6-week blocks, followed by module assessments. For campus delivery, you are required to attend classes. Attendance is taken. So normally classes are taken on Mondays and Tuesdays from 9:15 to 16:05. So I would advise you probably to take the Monday classes, because you will be taking the year 1 modules, so they will take place on Mondays. And also there will be blended learning activities and resources online for you as well to supplement your learning. Distance learning students, you access your modules 24/7 at a convenient time. So materials are available online. There's no requirement to attend classes. So distance learning, everything is online. Campus, you do come on campus and are expected to attend classes. So you need to think about what suits your requirements in terms of classes, okay? How will we support you? So our course director team, so Caroline and myself, obviously will be your first point of contact, and then we have our academic and administrative course team as well. We have our staff student consultative committees, which will take on board views from each cohort. So we have a number of full-time, part-time distance learning cohorts, to feed into the running of the course. We have visiting professors and guest speakers coming to speak to students. We have an online learning platform, which is facilitated using Blackboard Learn, where everything is accessed. All our announcements, course information, everything is there. And we would always refer you to that in the first instance, as it contains a wealth of information there. Our library facilities are fantastic, which are accessible both from home and the office as well. So we have a lot of e-learning resources in the form of e-books, e-journals, databases that will help support your learning and research throughout your learning journey with us. We will provide a comprehensive 2-day induction and also academic and writing supports for you. And again, we will link you with our alumni, business support community and opportunities to network, as well as our students' union and other resources as well. So what do our students say? Well, so these are just a number of our part-time students from previous postgraduate programs run at GBE. So Gavin Henderson, who is Vice President with MasterCard. Gavin was actually based in Brussels when he was doing his course. So studying at McGee was really useful for him, and the flexible modes of study was useful for him as well, because with his busy role, I suppose for him the flexibility of the master's program at McGee was fantastic. And being from the Northwest as well, but working internationally, it was a great way to keep in touch with local business and community colleagues. And I'm still in touch with Gavin, from to this day. So it's really helped him in terms of that access and flexibility to learning. And Danielle as well, who studied with us, found her master's really helpful in terms of shaping her career and taking control of her career, really helping her in the tools and techniques to research, and again gave her confidence, and I suppose really to know which aspects of leadership and culture were important to her when making career choices. So we really have a high base of students and alumni who've gone through the programs previously, and have really succeeded as well in moving their careers forward by studying with us. So I suppose that concludes, this short webinar, and really it's an overview of the course. There's much more information available on the prospectus, online study pages, but if you've any particular concerns, queries, questions, do let us know. So Caroline Morrison and myself are the joint course directors, and we can be got here. So my emails, usually best emails, and particularly now over summer periods or holiday periods, we will be probably accessing our emails rather than taking phone calls. So e.griffin@ulster.ac.uk and Caroline Morrison, c.morrison@ulster.ac.uk. So best wishes with this whole big, decision in terms of which course to study. I can say that if you do come under international business at McGee, we will look after you really well, and help you make that initial start with your learning. We know what it's like. Both Caroline and myself have been part-time learners and working in that environment, so we really do appreciate what it's like to juggle work, learning, family commitments, and other personal responsibilities as well. So we understand what it's like. It's a very supportive environment. Our students are so valued to us, and we want to ensure that you make the right choice. And hopefully when you do, and if you do come and study with us, it'll be the beginning of opening new doors and new opportunities to you, and we would be very happy to see you and to welcome you onto our program. So for now, take care, good luck with your your search, and keep in touch if you need anything. Thanks for now. Bye.